Good morning and welcome to the 2017 Elementary Sunshine Book Bowl. This is an annual event that students look forward to participating in, and today is the day for Book Bowl Finals. This literacy event inspires a love for reading and encourages students in Marion County Public Schools to participate in the Sunshine State Young Readers Award Program, while also offering them a chance to compete against other schools and show what they know about this year's 15 selected books. The Sunshine State Young Readers Award Program was created in 1983 for students in grades 3 through 8. It's co-sponsored by the Marion County Association of School Librarians, the Department of Education, and the Florida Association for Media in Education. Our 3rd, 4th, and 5th grade students are encouraged to read the 15 Sunshine State books that have been selected for their wide appeal, literary value, varied genres, curriculum connections, and multicultural representation. Students have dedicated numerous hours towards reading and studying these books in hopes of being selected as one of the 5 team members to represent their school proudly in the prestigious Book Bowl competition. And if you think about it, that's a lot of reading going on in our elementary schools. This past Monday, we had 30 elementary Book Bowl teams competing in preliminary rounds, with the hopes of making it here to the finals competition. The schools you will see today were the top teams from the preliminary rounds, and they will be competing for the coveted honor of being the 2017 Book Bowl champions. Now, before we get this competition started, I would like to take a moment to share a few thank yous. First, I'd like to say thank you to Ms. Judy Zanetti, the Executive Director of the Public Education Foundation of Marion County, for taking on the task of being today's quizmaster. She will be asking all the questions and has done a fabulous job in years past. We are thrilled to have her back with us for this year's Book Bowl competition. So thank you, Ms. Zanetti, for being our quizmaster in today's Book Bowl finals. Secondly, a big thank you goes to Wendy Fikert from Capstone, a book distribution company that serves our schools. The gift of a beautiful book will be given to each student competing here today. What a wonderful treat for these students who have worked diligently towards doing their best with reading this school year. I might add that Ms. Wendy will also be helping us with scorekeeping during today's competition. Thank you so much, Ms. Wendy. Our judges for today's competition are Ms. Rebecca Melton and Ms. Robin Wayne from the Marion County Public Library System. They too have dedicated many hours towards reading each of the 15 Sunshine State books, and we are proud to work together with our public libraries for the worthwhile goal of promoting reading. I thank them for being here today and taking on the tough job of being our judges. A special thank you needs to go to our elementary school librarians for their sponsorship of the Book Bowl teams and all they do to make this program possible for so many students to enjoy and look forward to every single year. We'd also like to say thank you to one of our school librarians, Miss Amy Rowland, for helping us with timekeeping in today's event. Lastly, thank you to every person who gives of their time to enhance the literacy experiences for our students here in Marion County. You do make a difference, and we appreciate you. Now, let's get to the rules of play. The order of today's play has been drawn randomly from Monday's preliminary round of winning teams. Rounds will consist of 12 questions per team that are given alternately. If a team misses the question, the correct answer is given and a new question will be given to the next team. Each team has 30 seconds to give an answer. They may ask for the question to be repeated, but it does come out of their 30-second time limit. The team works together to get the answer, but only the captain may give the answer to the quizmaster. If a judge is called on for clarification of an answer, they will carefully look over the book and make a decision. Remember, the judge's decision is final. If at the end of the round there's a tie, there will be a tiebreaker round of 5 questions per team to determine the winner. If there is still a tie, there will be a sudden death round of 1 question per team until one team is ahead, with each team having the same number of questions. And there you have it, the Book Bowl rules that we will be adhering to for this year's Elementary Sunshine Book Bowl. We will introduce each team before their first round of play. I want to congratulate every student that read and prepared for this exciting event. And even if you didn't make it to the preliminary rounds or even the finals being held here today, each and every one of you should be very proud of yourselves for taking on the challenge to read and study these 15 Sunshine State books in depth so you would be prepared to answer any questions that were thrown at you. To me, you're all winners, and I encourage you to continue reading this summer. Remember, students, when you read strong, you live strong. Now let's get this 2017 Sunshine State Book Bowl final started. Let me welcome and turn the show over to our quiz master for today's Sunshine State Book Bowl, Miss Judy Zanetti.
Thank you and good morning. I'm excited to be here. Before we get the very secret questions out of the envelope, I would like each team to be able to introduce themselves. So starting with Marion Oaks, would each of you say your name first and last into the microphone, please?
Caden Forrest. Brendan Kuhn. Amelia Torres. Jacob Pivot. James Reese.
Good morning, Marion Oaks. 8th Street Elementary.
Sophie Moore.
Jamison Goodwin.
Cameron Goodwin. Chloe Hughes. Reagan Fry.
Great. Good morning, 8th Street and South Ocala Elementary.
Taggart McBean.
Dalton Crawford. Mason Alcock. Caden Davis. Sanjay Karthik.
And good morning to you as well, South Ocala. Now, I'm going to give you a little disclaimer. Unlike the judges, I have not read any of these books. The first year I was Quizmaster, I read the books, and I thought it would help me. And you know what? I still didn't get any of the answers correct. So, this year I have not read any of the books. So, when it comes to the names of people or places, I may not pronounce them the way you do. So you're just going to have to listen carefully and work with me a little bit, okay? So we're going to start. The first question will go to Marion Oaks. And remember, team captain, when you have your answer ready, please say it loudly and clearly into the microphone. The book is Absolutely Almost. And your question is, which student in Albie's class never laughed at Mr. Clifton's jokes?
Savannah.
That is correct. 8th Street Elementary, your book is Circus Mirandus. What was Micah and Ephraim's last name?
Tuttle.
Correct. We're off to a great start. South Ocala, your book is Gabby Duran and the Unsittables. What was so special about the wooden turtle?
It had secret spy codes inside of it.
That is correct. Okay, back to you, Marion Oaks, with The Worm Whisperer. What did Ellis receive for winning the semifinal heat race?
$50.
That is correct. 8th Street, Pip Bartlett's Guide to Magical Creatures. Mr. Randall played what kind of music in his pickup truck?
Country.
He did. South Ocala, The Worm Whisperer. What does each band of color on the worm represent?
The different weeks of winter.
Correct again. Oh my goodness, we're off to a fantastic start. Marion Oaks, Eddie Red Undercover Mystery on Museum Mile is the book and your question. Which character is the queen in a game of chess? We need an answer.
The Picasso game.
That is incorrect. So we'll move on to 8th Street and the book Dinosaur Boy. What type of dinosaur does Sawyer show traits of?
A Stegosaurus.
Correct. South Ocala. All Four Stars is your book. What is Anastasia's job at the New York Standard newspaper office?
She's the receptionist.
That is incorrect. So I'm going to move on to Marion Oaks. I'm telling you, these questions are very hard. Oh, I'm sorry. The correct answer was that Anastasia was an intern. An intern. Fish Finelli, seagulls don't eat pickles. Some of these books I think I might want to read now. I hear the titles. Okay, your question, Marion Oaks. How many tries did it take to get the ugly pugly out of the house during their Code Orange?
3.
That is correct. 8th Street, Seraphina's Promise is your book, and your question is, where does Seraphina's father work?
At his supermarket.
Correct. Okay, South Ocala, Dinosaur Boy, and your question is, what is Sawyer's teacher's name?
Miss Filch.
Yes. Marion Oaks, Eddie Red Undercover Mystery on Museum Mile is your book, and the question, which character said, "Hey, Puddles, watch out"?
Robin Christopher.
Correct. 8th Street, Fish Finelli, seagulls don't eat pickles. What does fish count to until it is safe to leave a room?
$60.
60. Can I have some more?
Mississippi's.
No. The correct answer is 60 hippopotamus. Okay, South Ocala. Absolutely Almost is the book. What is the name of the superhero that Albie drew with Callista?
Donut Man.
That is correct. Marion Oaks, Circus Mirandus. How did Chintzy get into the Tuttle house when Aunt Gertrudis shut the window?
Through the chimney.
Correct. Okay, got to turn my page again. You guys are going through all the questions. 8th Street, Half a Chance is the book. How many eggs did the loons have this year?
2.
Correct. South Ocala, Prairie Evers. Why did Mama discourage Prairie from giving a kitten to Ivy as a gift?
Ivy's mom wouldn't let her keep it.
Correct. Marion Oaks, Fish in a Tree. What kind of coin did Travis buy for Allie?
A mercury dime.
Correct. 8th Street, The Worm Whisperer. Who was the friendly lady at church that loved to hug every single person she met?
Mrs. Bluford.
That is incorrect. It was Mrs. Paisley. South Ocala, Absolutely Almost. What did Albie lie about knocking over, causing him to get detention?
A desk?
Correct. Marion Oaks, Circus Mirandus. Who was the only other 5th grader to ride the bus with Micah?
Forest Screamer.
Correct. 8th Street, back to you. The Pet War. What did Otto want to hide in Lexi's bed because he knew she hated him?
Snakes.
That's right. Okay, South Ocala. The Terrible Two. Who sneaks into the teacher's lounge to place a forged confession into Principal Barkin's box?
Miles.
That is correct. Marion Oaks. Fish finale, seagulls don't eat pickles. How old is Fish's sister, Feeny?
4 years old.
Correct. 8th Street, fish in a tree. How was the 1943 penny different from a regular penny?
It was silver instead of copper.
Judges? The judges rule that incorrect, and the correct answer is it was made of steel instead of copper. So we'll go on to South Ocala with the book All Four Stars. According to the New York Standard newspaper, what made East Dumpsford the least desirable places to live in the New York State?
They have no good restaurants.
Well, they might not, but the correct answer we were looking for was the landfill. The landfill. Okay, Marion Oaks, absolutely almost. How many times did Erlen and his brothers have to blow out the candles for the cameras?
3.
Correct. The Worm Whisperer for 8th Street. Who was Mr. Beamer writing in the middle of the store playing checkers with? That's oddly phrased. Oh, it's not writing, it's not, no, I'm sorry, I'm reading it wrong. Who was Mr. Beamer whittling? Whittling in the middle of the store playing checkers with?
Doc Swenson.
I'm glad you got that because I really did not help you. Okay, South Ocala, Gabby Duran and the Unsittables. What did ALIEN stand for?
Association. Linking. Intergalactics. And Earthlings. As neighbors.
Okay, that was a tough one. Good job. All right, Marion Oaks. Eddie Red Undercover, Mystery on Museum Mile. What does Jonah want to call himself and Eddie? That is incorrect, and the answer was the White Knights. 8th Street, the Terrible Two. Whose campaign poster read, "Your current class president, your future class president, your eventual principal"?
Josh Barkin.
That's correct. All right, South Ocala. Pip Bartlett's Guide to Magical Creatures. What did a pow pig have stuck in his snout?
A Lego.
And that is the correct answer. Last question. Okay, Marion Oaks, last question for this round. Fish in a Tree is the book. Your question. What did a 3rd grade teacher tell Allie's mom about her?
she gave a sympathy card to her pregnant teacher.
No, the teacher told Allie's mom that she may be slow. 8th Street, your last question. Serafina's Promise. What do the colors blue and red represent on the flag, respectively?
Red for blood and blue for hope.
Yes, that is correct. South Ocala, last question. Eddie read Undercover Mystery on Museum Mile. What was Chief Williams offering Eddie if he helps to solve a case?
To help pay for his tuition to Senate.
That is correct. Okay, and that concludes our first round. And the winner of round number 1 is South Ocala Elementary. Congratulations, everyone. And you can come on down. Welcome to round 2 of the Elementary Sunshine State Book Bowl Finals on Friday, May the 5th. And boys and girls, thank you for being here this morning and for taking the time to read and study these books. Before we begin the questions, I would like each team to be able to introduce themselves by first and last name, and please speak into the microphone. And we're going to start with Saddlewood Elementary.
Genesis Negroni.
Tegan Mizell.
Angelina Davis.
Callie Gostin.
Trinity Harlow.
Good morning, Saddlewood Legacy Elementary School.
Harper Spath.
Ethan Nichols.
Corey Blair.
Megan Nurick. Hunter Duncan.
And good morning to you, Legacy, and Dr. N.H. Jones Elementary.
Chloe Peltz. Kendall Reese. Angelina Kovalchuk.
Leah Charles.
Juliana Henningsen.
And good morning, Dr. N.H. Jones. And young ladies and gentlemen, you look great this morning, and I'm excited to see you. Now, remember that only the captain will answer the questions and will speak loudly and clearly into the microphone for me. If there is a question about the answer, I will turn to the judges, and the timekeeper will keep our time for us. Also remember, please forgive me when I mispronounce names of people and places. Okay. So our first question will go to Saddlewood Elementary, and the book is All Four Stars. And Saddlewood, your question is, where do the Gatsbys eat on Wednesdays?
Sticky Burger Drive-Thru.
You're off to a great start, Saddlewood. Moving over to Legacy Elementary. Your book is The Pet Wars. And the question, what did Otto think was gross about cats? We're going to need an answer, Legacy.
They give themselves baths.
Need a little more information. Oh, time is up. I'm sorry. No time for more information. The answer was tongue baths, that they give themselves a bath with their tongue. Okay, Dr. N.H. Jones, your first book is Dinosaur Boy. The question, what policy does Principal Mathis have in place for harassment?
To either go to Camp Remorse or to be suspended.
No, the policy that he has for harassment is zero tolerance. All right, Saddlewood, back to you in the book Circus Mirandus. Here's your question. Which character had a large tattoo of a compass rose on one arm?
Rosebud?
That is incorrect. The answer was Mirandus Head. Okay, let me get to a new page of questions so I can get with Legacy Elementary School. And the book this time is Gabby Duran and the Unsittables. What skill does Gabby feel she needs to hone if she is to become a top secret agent?
Being able to lie?
That is correct. All right, Dr. N.H. Jones, to you with the book Half a Chance. Whose family may not be comfortable with a picture of Grandma Layla being published?
The Bailey family.
That is correct. Okay. Saddlewood, Prairie Evers. What gift does Ivy receive via FedEx from Grammy?
A small guitar?
That is correct, Saddlewood. Right, Legacy, the book is The Pet War. What kind of animal does Otto say goodbye to in his driveway?
Can you repeat the question?
What kind of animal does Otto say goodbye to in his driveway?
Golden Retriever?
That is correct. And Dr. N.H. Jones, absolutely almost. In Albie's after-school job at the bodega, how many cups did Hugo say to put in each stack by the coffee?
$12.
No, the correct answer was 25 cups. All right, Saddlewood, Pip Bartlett's Guide to Magical Creatures. Where did Aunt Emma live?
Georgia.
And we need a little more specific.
Atlanta, Georgia.
No, she lived in Cloverton. In Cloverton. Legacy, the Worm Whisperer. Who does Ellis say was the Horse Whisperer?
Mrs. Puckett.
Correct. N.H. Jones, Fish in a Tree. What does the cupcake Keisha brings say? What does the cupcake Keisha brings to Allie say inside?
Wow.
That is correct. All right, Saddlewood, and your book is The Worm Whisperer. In the finals race, there was one worm that was said to be asleep. What was that worm's name?
King Tut.
No, his name was Rip Van Winkle. Legacy, absolutely almost. Who did Albie and Erlin see at the park? Your time is up, Legacy. They saw Darren at the park. Dr. N.H. Jones, back to you with Gabby Duran and the Unsittables. What was the clue that helped Z close the case on the author of the love letter to Gabby?
The smell.
No, the clue was turkey jerky. Turkey jerky. Saddlewood, Fish Finelli, seagulls don't eat pickles. What did Fish use to make the hilt on his sword?
Duct tape.
That's correct. You can make anything out of duct tape. Legacy, Eddie Red Undercover, Mystery on Museum Mile. What game was Eddie and Jonah playing at Eddie's house?
Wizards and Warlocks.
Demons and Warlocks was the name of that game. N.H. Jones, Circus Mirandus. What was the name of Jenny's mom's German Shepherd?
Watson.
The name was Watson. Is that? Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you said Hudson. Okay, then you are correct if that's what you said. All right. Half a Chance, Saddlewood, that is your book. And the question is, what is the name of Nate's older sister?
Emily.
That is correct. Legacy. All 4 stars. What did Carissa say she would do with $500?
She would donate it.
That's correct. The Worm Whisperer for Dr. N.H. Jones. What Costa Rican insect would eat just about anything?
A cockroach.
Okay, can you tell me what kind of cockroach?
A Mexican cockroach.
And that is incorrect. It was a giant peppered cockroach, and I hope to never see one. Saddlewood, A Dinosaur Boy is your book. How big is the brain of a stegosaurus?
The size of a walnut.
Correct. Legacy, Seraphina's Promise. The only unbreakable home is one made out of what?
Love.
Correct. Dr. N.H. Jones, Dinosaur Boy. What is Elliot's favorite sport?
Basketball.
Correct. Saddlewood. Fish finale. Seagulls don't eat pickles. What was the name of Bryce and Trippy's boat?
Viper.
Correct. Okay, Legacy. The Pet War is your book, and your question is, what did Otto call Grandma Sylvia for?
To get his birthday money early.
Yes. Dr. N.H. Jones, Fish in a Tree. Which character gets ice cream for half price since her mom works at the restaurant?
Allie.
Yes. Saddlewood, The Terrible Two. How did all the students need to enter the school on the first day back?
They had to go through Principal Perkins' car. Birkin's car.
Yes, yes. Okay, Legacy, let me get to a new page of questions for you. And we're going to start with the book Seraphina's Promise. What does Seraphina need to buy for school?
A uniform and books.
Yes. Dr. N.H. Jones, Circus Mirandus. Instead of taking notes during Florence's presentation, Micah drew a picture of what on his paper?
He drew a picture of a quipu.
He drew a picture of a spoon. A spoon. Okay. Half a Chance is the book for you, Saddlewood. When do the contest entries need to be postmarked by?
June.
That is incorrect. The answer is August 1st. Legacy Elementary. The book is Gabby Duran and the Unsittables. What instrument did Gabby play?
The French horn.
Yes, she did. Dr. N.H. Jones. The Worm Whisperer. In the semifinals race, Belle took off strong, but which worm was close behind her?
Prince Harry.
No, who was close behind her was Amazing Grace. Oh, last question. Okay, Saddlewood Elementary. Your last question is from the book Eddie Read Undercover, Mystery on Museum Mile. Your question, who owns 3 Picassos?
Miss Harrison?
No, the person that owns 3 Picassos is Matilda Swain. Okay, Legacy, your last question for this round from the book Absolutely Almost. What is unique about Erlin Sisters?
The triplets.
Correct. Dr. N.H. Jones, your last question for this round from the book The Pet War. What did Otto use as a donation container at his dog party?
Can you repeat the question?
What did Otto use as a donation container at his dog party?
A fishbowl.
Correct. And that concludes round 2 with Saddlewood Legacy and Dr. N.H. Jones, and the winner of this round is Legacy Elementary School. Congratulations. Good morning and welcome to round 3 of the Elementary School Book Bowl. I am excited to be spending my Friday morning with you incredibly bright young ladies and gentlemen. So I would like each of you to introduce yourselves by first and last name and speak right into the microphone. And why don't you guys go from left to right, starting with Bellevue Santos Elementary School.
Kamaria Jenkins.
Blaine Sabalos.
Layla Henry.
Emily Allison. Melissa Reese.
Good morning, Bellevue Santos. And Wyomina Park Elementary.
Hunter Ackerman.
Grace Davis.
Liliana Guffey.
Layla Fishkalta.
Hayden Walsh.
Good morning, Wyomina Park Elementary. Good to have you here. Remember that as we go through our questions, only the captain will answer, and the captain will give the answer loudly and clearly into the microphone for me, okay? So we're going to start with Bellevue Santos Elementary. Your first question comes from the book, Pip Bartlett's Guide to Magical Creatures. What was Callie eating for her lunch?
Pizza.
No, she was eating a giant bag of candy. Wow, makes me hungry. Okay, Wyomina Park, Circus Mirandus. Your question is, which character said, "The Lightbender wants to talk to you before his show. He wanted to talk to you before he met the head, as a matter of fact, but Bowler here didn't get the memo."
Shincy.
That's correct. Bellevue Santos, back to you with the book Fish in a Tree. What was the baby gift that Max gave to Mrs. Hall?
Diapers.
Correct. Wyomina Park. Eddie read Undercover, Mystery on Museum Mile. What was special about Eddie?
He had a photographic memory.
Yes. Bellevue Santos, Gabby Duran and the Unsittables is your book. How did Gabby manage to get Philip under control?
She read a book to him.
Judges? They say that is correct. Wyomina. Absolutely almost. What is Albie's last name?
Schwabhauser.
Oh, I'm glad you said it, and I didn't have to. Okay, Bellevue Santos, the pet war. What did Otto and Malcolm go to the park to find?
Bottles.
Correct. Waimea Park, the Worm Whisperer is your book. How many bands of color does the worm have?
13.
Yes, correct. Okay, Bellevue Santos. Pip Bartlett's Guide to Magical Creatures. What was the school's mascot?
A gopher.
Yes, it was. Prairie Evers for you, Waimea Park. What is Prairie's favorite subject in school?
Vocabulary.
Correct. All right, Bellevue Santos. Circus Mirandus. Jenny had never been to what type of place?
A circus.
No, she had never been to a zoo. To a zoo. Waimea, fish in a tree. What did Albert do to his shoes when given the choice of buying new sneakers or getting a chemistry set?
He cut off the back of his shoes.
That is correct. And then he made them fit. The Worm Whisperer is your book, Bellevue Santos. What is the name of the worm that won the final worm race?
Prince Harry.
Yes. Back to you, Waimea. Boy, you don't have much time to rest when there's only 2 teams up here, do you? Okay, Waimea, your book. Fish Finelli. Seagulls don't eat pickles. What does a teacher put on Roger's math tests because he doesn't want to show his work?
A frowny face.
Correct. Prairie Evers, Bellevue Santos. How many chicks does Prairie have to take care of?
$18.
Correct. Okay, Waimea Park, Circus Mirandus. In the beginning of the story, where is Circus Mirandus located?
La Paz, Bolivia.
Correct. Saw you working on your pronunciation up there. Good job. Circus Mirandus, Bellevue Santos. What was Chintzy searching for on top of the Lightbender's dressing table?
A cracker.
No, he was looking for smelling salts. Okay, the Worm Whisperer, Waimea Park. How long had Ellis known Belle before actually racing her?
5 minutes.
No, it's 10 minutes. 10 minutes. Boy, these questions sure are specific, aren't they? Okay, Bellevue Santos, fish in a tree. When Albert, Kesha, and Allie got off the bus for their class trip to the Noah Webster house, Allie thinks no written work. It would be that kind of day. Oh, with no written work, it would be what kind of day? Sorry.
A silver dollar day.
Phew, good. Thank you. Right answer. I was a little troubled there getting you the question. Waimea Park, Gabby and the Unsittables. Who keeps track of Gabby's schedule for her?
Carmen.
Yes. Back to you, Bellevue Santos. Eddie read Undercover Mystery on Museum Mile. Which museum did all the lines on a map lead to?
Mystery Museum.
No, the museum was the Guggenheim. Okay, Waimea Park. All 4 stars. What is the name of the train station in New York City that Gladys travels from her home? time is up, Waimea, and the name of the train station was Penn Station. Okay, last question, Bellevue Santos. Boy, this is going quickly with just 2 teams. All right, your book is Seraphina's Promise. What does Seraphina find in the road on her way back home?
A bucket?
No, she finds a heart-shaped rock. And last question for Waimea from the book Half a Chance. What does Lucy make for Grandma Leah to help her remember this summer?
A scrapbook.
That is correct. And that concludes round 3. And the winner of round 3 is Waimea Park Elementary. Congratulations. And ladies and gentlemen, come on down. Good morning and welcome to round 4 of the Sunshine State Elementary Book Bowl Finals. And now we have East Marion Elementary School and Ocala Springs Elementary School. And I would like each of you to introduce yourself by first and last name, and we'll go left to right, starting with East Marion Elementary.
Alexander Smaniego. Samantha Holcomb.
Sophie Whittington.
Chance McMinn. Sophia Bordell.
Good morning, East Marion and Ocala Springs Elementary.
Caden McGilworth.
Dylan Hubbard.
Tanya Hun. Madison Rock. Jimmy Felico.
And good morning to you, Ocala Springs Elementary. You're all looking ready to go today. Look like your brains are turned on and ready. Now, I admitted at the beginning of this book bowl that I had not read these books, but I do read lots of books. And East Marion, I'm going to tell you a secret. I'm in a book club with Mrs. Dunn. How do you like that? We read lots of books together. Okay, so we're going to start with East Marion. And the book that we're going to ask your question from is Half a Chance. And here's your question. No, I've already asked that question. Moving on to The Worm Whisperer. It would have been easy though, right? Because I've already asked that one. The Worm Whisperer. Randy told George he couldn't knock him over even if he had what?
A bulldozer.
That is correct. Okay, Ocala Springs, your book is absolutely almost. How high was the record high Smarty Tower Erlen made on his tongue before it fell? It was 9 Smarties high. Okay, East Marion, The Pet War is your book. Who was much better than Otto at creating insults?
Malcolm.
That is correct. Ocala Springs. Pip Bartlett's Guide to Magical Creatures. What did Emma have on her computer?
Schedules.
She had parental controls on her computer. East Marion, back to you guys with the book Fish in a Tree. How many schools had Allie been to in 7 years?
7.
7 schools in 7 years. That is correct. Ocala Springs. Eddie read Undercover Mystery on Museum Mile. What kind of ice cream did Eddie have on his cone?
Pistachio.
That's correct. East Marion. Seraphina's Promise. Where does Seraphina decide to meet up with her family after the earthquake?
The President's Palace.
Yes. Okay, Ocala Springs. The Worm Whisperer is your book. Last spring, where did Ellis's class go on a field trip to?
A farm.
Excuse me?
A farm.
I need you to be more specific.
Corn farm.
I'm looking at my judges. And they're saying no. We needed the full answer, Mrs. Puckett's cornfield. But you were very close, on the right track. Okay, East Marion, gave you a little breather there for a second. Fish in a Tree. Keisha invited Albert and Allie over to her house for a surprise, but Allie began freaking out over having to be in charge of the book. She'd rather be in charge of doing what?
Rolling the dough.
She would rather be in charge of teaching cats to play hockey? Okay. Ocala Springs, Half a Chance is the book. What is Lucy's dad's full name? Time is up, Ocala Springs. His name is Dan Emery. East Marion, Gabby Duran and the Unsittables. What does the teacher take off his cape for?
To catch the hat.
Judges? And the judges say yes. They agree with you. Ocala Springs, the book is absolutely almost. Which one of all these friends did Callista warn him about?
Darren.
Correct. East Marion. Eddie read Undercover, Mystery on Museum Mile. What name was Eddie afraid his classmates would call him if they saw him crying?
Crybaby.
He was actually afraid they would call him Little Boo-Hoo Sniffles, or Boo-Boo Sniffles, Little Boo-Boo Sniffles. Okay. Dinosaur Boy is your book, Ocala Springs. Who did Sylvie hope would come when she caught the smuggler?
The bullies?
Her dad. She was hoping her dad would come. East Marion, The Terrible Two. How did everyone feel about the cake Miles made from scratch?
It was dry.
That's right. Okay, Ocala Springs, let's see what our book is. Gabby Duran and the Unsittables. Who sent the message, I win because I practiced and you didn't, without even speaking to Gabby?
Madison.
Correct. East Marion, The Terrible Two. What was written above the door of the treehouse that Miles and Niles built?
Secret HQ.
Correct. Ocala Springs. Absolutely almost. How long is Albie allowed to watch TV?
30 minutes.
15 minutes. He only gets half that time. 15 minutes. East Marion, Eddie read Undercover, Mystery on Museum Mile. Where did Eddie's grandmother live?
In Arizona.
No, she lived in New Jersey. Ocala Springs, all 4 stars. What did Gladys like to organize at Mr. Ng's store?
The spices?
No, she liked to organize the canned tomatoes. East Marion, Gabby and the Unsittables. Who is Z?
Gabby's best friend.
Yes. Ocala Springs, Fish in a Tree. What does Jessica's father do for a living?
Owns a flower shop?
Yes, he does. Good job. Prairie, oh, last question, East Marion. Okay. Prairie Evers. After Grammy leaves, what does Prairie say will cheer her up?
Singing Oh Glory, How Happy I Am.
What will cheer her up is chickens. Chickens. Interesting. Okay, Ocala Springs, this is your last question as well. And the book is Gabby Duran and the Unsittables. Where did they find the turtle?
In a cannon?
That is correct. And that concludes this round of the Book Bowl. And the winner is East Marion Elementary School. Congratulations. You all played well, ladies and gentlemen. Come on down. Welcome back to our Sunshine State Book Bowl Finals. And with us, we have the top point earners from rounds 1 and 2. We have the teams from South Ocala Elementary and Legacy Elementary School. And we will begin our questions with the team from South Ocala. And the book is All Four Stars. What is the name of Fiona Inglethorpe's cookbook?
Cooking pink for pleasure.
That is correct. Good start. Legacy Elementary School, your book. Eddie read Undercover Mystery on Museum Mile. What is Eddie's full name?
Edmund Xavier Lonrot.
Correct. Good job, Legacy. South Ocala, back to you with the book Half a Chance. Who pretends to be a movie star as Lucy takes her photograph?
Grandma Lila.
Yes. Legacy? The Worm Whisperer. Who gave Ellis $5 to pay for the entry fee in the worm race?
The woman that bought Amazing Grace.
No, the answer is Doc Swenson. South Ocala, fish in a tree. Where did Suki's grandfather live?
Japan.
Yes. Okay, Legacy, back to you. Remember, these rounds go quickly. All 4 stars. When did Gladys escape to Classy Cakes during Krista's party?
During the intermission of the Broadway show.
Correct. The Worm Whisperer for you, South Ocala. What is frass?
Caterpillar poop.
Judges say yes. Legacy. The Terrible Two. Who says farewell to a crowd with party down, live large, and thanks for the presents?
Cody Bertyler.
Yes. South Ocala, fish finelli, seagulls don't eat pickles. What kind of dog is Shrimp?
A part St. Bernard.
Yes. Probably not very shrimpy at all. Legacy Elementary School. Pip Bartlett's Guide to Magical Creatures. What did standard griffins have besides a beak?
Teeth.
Yes. Half a Chance, South Ocala. In which state does this story take place?
New Hampshire.
Yes. Legacy. The Terrible Two. Who is the helper assumed to be the kiss-up, the do-gooder, the school snitch?
Niles.
Yes. South Ocala. Eddie read Undercover, a Mystery on Museum Mile. What was Eddie craving because he saw them in a photo?
Croissants.
And
And cream.
no, he wanted croissants and espresso. The Pet War Legacy. What were the apples that Otto sold supposed to be used for?
Pies.
They were supposed to be used for a fundraiser. Oh, the pies were for the fundraiser. Okay. We're going to count that as correct. See, this is what happens because I didn't read the book. I didn't know that. All right, South Ocala, your book is Dinosaur Boy. What was the cause of the hissing around Sawyer, Sylvie, and Ellis heard entering the portable? What was the cause of the hissing sound Sawyer, Sylvie, and Ellis heard after entering the portable?
The Jupiterians entering the room.
The cause was from Good Boy Spray. Legacy, Prairie Evers. What advice does Grammy give Ivy to help her with her thoughts?
to write about it in her journal.
Yes. South Ocala, Dinosaur Boy. Where's the one student that refused the invitation to Camp Remorse?
Military school in Maryland.
Yes. Legacy, Fish in a Tree. What does Max call the music teacher?
Minefield Madoon.
Yes. South Ocala, the Worm Whisperer. How many baby ducks did Ellis feed?
$11.
Yes. You looked so worried, but you got it right. Okay, Legacy. Fish in a Tree. Who brings in a mystery object inside a wrapped box? The object is to guess what's inside.
Mr. Daniels.
Yes, Legacy. South Ocala, your book is Circus Mirandus. Who was the world's most intelligent elephant?
Big Gene.
Yes. Legacy, back to you with absolutely almost. What country is Albie's mother's family from?
Korea.
Yes, they're from Korea. Last question. Man, it goes so fast. You guys answer so quickly. South Ocala. Fish Finelli, seagulls don't eat pickles. What was the name of Fish's goldfish?
Nikola Tesla.
Yes. And last question for you, Legacy. Absolutely almost. What did Albie's mom buy for him to bring into the class on his birthday?
Cupcakes.
Yes. And that concludes our round. Thank you for playing. And the winner of this round is Legacy Elementary School. Very close round indeed. Thank you all. And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Elementary Sunshine State Book Bowl Finals for round number 6. And right now we have with us the top point earners from rounds 3 and 4. We welcome back Wyoming Park Elementary and East Marion Elementary. And these rounds go quickly, as you've seen. Okay, we are going to begin the questions with our friends from Wyoming Park Elementary. And we'll start with the book, The Worm Whisperer. What song did Ellis sing as he tiptoed away from the pond after burying Tink's stick?
This Little Light of Mine.
Correct. East Marion, Seraphina's Promise. After sweeping the floor, what other morning chore must Seraphina complete?
Gather water.
She had to empty the chamber pots, not a chore any of us would want to do. Wyoming Park, Eddie read undercover Mystery on Museum Mile. Which character says, "Well, Eddie, looks like you got the job"?
Detective Bravano.
Yes, East Marion. Half a chance. How old is Lucy?
12.
Correct. Wyamina, the terrible two. What does Niles Sash read when he is at Cody Bird Tyler's birthday bash?
Party helper.
Yes, East Marion, absolutely almost. Why doesn't Betsy like to read aloud?
She stutters.
Correct. Wyamina. Gabby Durand and the Unsittables. Where is Rama located?
London.
Yes. East Marion, all 4 stars. Where do Sandy and Gladys find pictures of the dining area of Classy Cakes?
In the rabbit den.
They find those pictures online. Yep. Wyamina Park, the terrible two. What does Josh Barkin threaten to tell his dad about Miss Shandy?
That she was late to the class.
Yes. And East Marion, back to you with Dinosaur Boy. What is the name of the lab that created the human dinosaur gene hybrid?
Homologen Labs.
Yes. Seraphina's Promise is the book for you, Wyamina Park. What is the name of the stray dog that Seraphina helps?
Banza.
Yes. And all 4 stars, East Marion. Where did Aunt Lydia live?
Paris, France.
Yes, Wyamina. Eddie Red Undercover, Mystery on Museum Mile. Where was Jonah going to get a pizza uniform? Time is up, Wyamina. And he was going to try to get that pizza uniform from eBay. East Marion, over to you with the Worm Whisperer. What county did Ellis live in? Time is up, East Marion. Ellis lived in Avery County. Wyamina Park, the Terrible Two. What does Niles find in the last remaining present at the party?
Repeat the question, please.
What does Niles find in the last remaining present at the party?
A rubber chicken.
Correct. East Marion. Prairie Evers. Who tells Prairie, you've got to think before you speak?
Grammy.
Actually, it was Mama. Mama said that. Okay, Wyamina. Gabby Duran and the Unsittables. What are the name of what's parents? Time is up, Wyamina. And the parents are who and I dunno. or something like that. East Marion, the book is Dinosaur Boy. How long had Sawyer and Elliot been friends?
Since kindergarten.
That's correct. Wyamina, fish in a tree. What name did Allie make up for her cat?
Pork chop.
Yes. East Marion, your book is Pip Bartlett's Guide to Magical Creatures, and the question is, what did Pip's grandmother like to be called?
Repeat the question.
What did Pip's grandmother like to be called? Okay, time is up, East Marion. Pip's grandmother liked to be called Grand Money. Grand Money. Wyamina Park. Absolutely almost. Where is Albie's chess set from?
From Erlin.
It is from Guatemala. The chess set's from Guatemala. East Marion. Pip Bartlett's Guide to Magical Creatures. How old is Callie?
13.
Yes, Wyamina. Eddie read Undercover, Mystery on Museum Mile. Last question of this round. That came quickly. Which police officer asked Eddie for his full name?
Detective Bravano.
No, that would be Officer Molino. Okay, last question for you, East Marion team. Circus Mirandus is your book. What did Micah think that his What did Micah think that his grandfather should have done with Victoria?
Repeat the question.
What did Micah think his grandfather should have done with Victoria?
To go to the circus.
No, he thought that he should have had her arrested. And that concludes our round. Both teams played excellently, but the winner of this round is Wyamina Park Elementary. Congratulations, and come on down, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back, everyone, to the final round of the Elementary Sunshine State Book Bowl Finals for 2017. Not to put any pressure on you, but this final round will determine who will be the runner-up and who will be the winner of this year's Book Bowl. And the two teams representing their schools in the final round are Legacy Elementary School and Wyomina Park Elementary School. And I know that both of you teams will play your very, very best. We're going to start with Legacy Elementary School, and the book for you, Legacy, is Half a Chance. Who does Lucy promise to say goodbye to for Grandma Layla? Lila?
The loons.
Correct. Wyomina Park, fish in a tree. What kind of card did Allie buy Mrs. Hall?
Sympathy card.
Correct. All right, we're off to a great start, and we're back to Legacy Elementary with the book Dinosaur Boy. Where does Sawyer's mom bring him to treat an injury?
To the vet.
Yes, correct. Wyomina. Eddie read Undercover Mystery on Museum Mile. How many bandages did Eddie put on his arm after an alley cat scratched him?
3.
He actually put on 4 bandages after that incident. Legacy, Circus Mirandus is your book. How did Micah's parents die?
A boating accident.
Yes. Wyomina, The Worm Whisperer is your book. After Ellis gave Tink the violets to munch on, what book did he pull out and start reading?
All about ants.
No, he actually was reading Kodiak Bears. Okay, Legacy, The Pet War is your book. What did Otto's father name the dog that he bought for Otto?
Horseradish.
Yes. Wyomina Park, Dinosaur Boy. Why did Sawyer believe that crude costumes would fool the Jupiterians?
Because Jupiterians have horrible sight.
That's correct. Legacy, Circus Mirandus is your book. What did Jenny call her wagon?
The Pooch Prowler.
That is correct. Watson's Pooch Prowler. Eddie read Undercover Mystery on Museum Mile for you, Wyomina Park. Where were Mr. Lunrot's jeans linked to?
Repeat the question, please.
Where were Mr. Lunrot's jeans linked to? And time is up, Wyomina. His jeans were linked to Nigeria. Legacy, Circus Mirandus. What was the name of the town Micah lived in? Time is up, Legacy, and Micah lived in Peel. Wyomina Park, Seraphina's Promise. What is the meaning of Bande Bon?
Good is good.
God
God is good.
Judges? Judges? And giving that to them? Okay, you corrected yourself there, and God is good is the answer. Got that in right on time. Legacy, your book, Fish Finelli, Seagulls Don't Eat Pickles. How did a man know that Fish and his friends were the ones looking for Captain Kidd's treasure?
Because Feeny told them.
Nope, because of a found library card. Wyoming Park, the book, all 4 stars. About how far away is New York City from East Dumpsford?
$50.
Correct. Legacy, the book, absolutely, almost. What is the name of the school counselor who wants Albie to take a test? Time is up, Legacy Elementary. It is Miss McPhillips that wants Albie to take a test. Wyoming Park, Pip Bartlett's Guide to Magical Creatures. Who asked Tomas if he had been born at a gas station?
Repeat the question, please.
Who asked Tomas if he had been born at a gas station?
Callie.
It was Mrs. Ramirez. Legacy, the book is Dinosaur Boy. Who says, hold your head up high, make every kid in your class wish that they had plates and a tail?
The dad.
Yes. Wyoming Park, back to you with Gabby Duran and the Unsittables. Who puts his hands over his ears and hums so that he won't hear the secret Gabby's telling Z?
Satchel.
Correct. Legacy, the Worm Whisperer. Why did Belle stop mid-race?
Because she was pooping.
Yes. Wyoming Park. Half a chance. Why did Grandma Leela scream in the grocery store?
She couldn't find an exit.
Judges say that is correct. Okay, Dinosaur Boy for you, Legacy. Who asks, why are you helping us after everything that I have done to you?
Parker.
No, that was Alan. Okay, Wyomina, Fish in a Tree. When researching famous people, which word did Allie particularly like? Time is up, Wyomina. The word that Allie liked was grit. Oh my gosh, we got here so quickly to the last question. Last question for you, Legacy Elementary, and the book is Fish in a Tree. What was the book that Allie shared with her grandfather?
Alice in Wonderland.
Correct. Wyomina, last question for your team. And the book is Fish Finelli, Seagulls Don't Eat Pickles. What is Fish's real name?
Norman.
Correct. And that concludes our Sunshine State Book Bowl. And may I announce the winning team? Are we ready? Okay. The winner of the elementary school Sunshine State Book Bowl for 2017 is Legacy Elementary School. And good job, Wyomina Park, for representing so well. So if you guys would come back to your seats, and then we will get ready to do some awards and honors for you all.
Hello, everybody. Hi, I'm just here to say hello. I'm Dr. Heidi Marin. I'm the superintendent of schools. And, you know, reading is a passion of mine. So I want to thank all of you, for your commitment to reading and for loving to read. This summer, I know Legacy Elementary, your school is going to be open. Your library is going to be open every Wednesday. So that will be a great opportunity for you all to take advantage of that. We have 10 schools that will have their libraries open, and that information's on our website, and all of your media specialists know that. So make sure to check in with them. But no matter where you find your books, always choose a book that touches your heart, because life is too short to read a boring book, okay? So make sure that you're inspired. Make sure that you share your book with somebody, because there's no greater joy than to share a book with somebody and have them love it too. So again, congratulations for your book bowl accomplishments, and I just want to thank all of you for everything that you've done. And thank you to your teachers and your media specialists for supporting you.